you find that? Oh, good. Do you remember which one I put it in? I think it's that one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Viroqua High School, campaign in Western Wisconsin Video Productions, Varsity. As we're ready to bring you G.E.T volleyball action here tonight, Tuesday evening, and it's the final home game, home match for the Blackhawks. They will be traveling to West Salem on Thursday, so hopefully for the folks that can't get there, that they have something going on such as we have up here. Up here to my right-hand side, Tyler Gabrielson with the Viroqua High School, and of course his technology class, taking care of doing the streaming part of things. Hopefully we're tied in and things can be heard. All right, well, good for us. Might not be for the fans listening, but we'll see. Here we are. They'll get the whistle going this time around as the first one. Must have been a false whistle. And it's going to be a block here right away at the net. We'll take a look at the players. We had some changes. Mara Anderson out of the lineup here for the Blackhawks on the JV side. She has been their go-to person when it comes to setting and such. So we'll see how that affects the JV tonight. Blackhawks able to get the ball back over on their third hit. Here comes a hard shot. That is going to be a point here. The shot by Savannah Hines. Able to get the point, and it's 2 serving 0. On the serve, a deep serve. That one came down to Zitzner. Setting the ball up, blocked at the net by Riddle, but couldn't control it. That was another good hit. That coming from number 3 on the JV side for the girls. That is Amy Hine. She was one. I wonder if she wasn't brought up from the freshman squad maybe. I don't, oh no, she is a freshman, that's right. She's playing some JV and some varsity tonight, it looks like. Serving continuing here for Tatum Johnson. She now puts that one into the net. And it's going to be 1 serving 4. Coming into the game now for the Blackhawks. It's going to be number 6 in Maggie Berra. She will come in for Ava Zam. And also Taylor Stalsberg, number 12, comes in. And let's see, she comes in for Erica Brendel. Now they're ready for the serve. Here's the whistle. Stalsberg serve, bottom part of the net here. And the Redhawks will get the ball back. Along with the point is 5 serving 1 here in game number 1. Glad to have everyone on board. We'll mention those sponsors, if not now, maybe through the varsity lineup. But for sure you'll see them on the rebroadcast. We'll have the ticker tape. Here's Burkhart with the serve. That goes into the net. Struggling to get the ball over right now. The Blackhawks trail 6 serving 2. Redhawks to serve. This is Hine, the freshman. A little jump serve, and that gets over to the Blackhawks. Look out, there's a hard shot. That coming by number 9 in Candence Simmons. The ball traveled just a little too close to the net, and once it got over on the top of the netting, Then Simmons had a free shot at it, and she made it count. There's the serve. That one coming down to Burkhart. It nicks off from her left arm and goes backwards out of bounds. It'll be 8 serving 2. That serve coming down, we're going to get a overlap situation here on the Blackhawks. So that will put the score at 9-2. And they'll just get themselves squared up, make sure they got the right position now. Here's the serve. That's a deep serve. Oh, Burkhart had to go after it. That was real close. Hine with some good points here right now for the freshman. Making some things happen at 10 serving 2. That's going to go deep, just deep by about 6 inches. So the Blackhawks will get the serve. Riddle drops back. Andy has done a nice job serving throughout the season. Let's see if she can continue on with that good trend. That one comes back here to the libero in Pearson. That's going to go out of bounds. Viroqua with the point. Riddle ready to serve her second opportunity at 4-10 the score. Here's the serve. That one coming down. That was Braunreiter. Viroqua tried to go a little off course to the right-hand side. Now a hard shot. Blocked in there again. That time it's going to be a point. On top of the ball was Simmons once more. Simmons, a freshman also here for the Redhawks on the JV side. So it looks to me like the Redhawks could be a strong team next year with, I don't think they have but only one senior on that squad on the varsity right now. So, yeah, they're going to be a tough bunch. There's a beautiful save by DeLapp, but unfortunately nobody could get to the return as it came close to the net. Good spin move to try and keep it in the air. 12 serving 2. That's just going to get over. There's DeLapp setting the ball back up. And a pretty fair hit, that one by Ham, number 7. And that ball will not get over the net. Simmons tried to crunch it, and it kicked right back at her. Caught the top of the netting. Here's Barrow with the serve. That one comes down. Boy, that was a nice serve, and Viroqua will get the point. Pearson, the libero, went after the ball, and it ricocheted off number 5 in Scorbon. There's Pearson on the pass. The spike blocked at the net. Good job defensively, but then the ball falls on the Viroqua side. That was a tough break. They got up in the air. That was Erica Brindle, and I think Ham was the other one there for the block. 13 serving 6 now. Stanislawski with the serve. That went out of bounds. Here's Zitzner. Line drive serve. That was a dandy. But Simmons, oh, she put too much on that one and hit it out of bounds. Solid swing, but did not get on top of the ball like you would like. And so all of a sudden it's going out. Now an illegal setup here, overlap situation by the Redhawks. Well, you got to stay in a certain position, and if you kind of cross paths with, say, the player behind you, that ball just out of bounds. Then that's considered an overlap. Here's Pearson with the serve. That one comes down to the Hawks setting the ball up. There's a block at the net. Tough one there. Up in the air was Hine. And she was able to put that one down. Had some help over there with number 7. And I think that's Hines. There is Hine again. Oh, great job there in the reaction by the Blackhawks. Able to pop that one back over. There's DeLapp. Got to get it back. Yes, they do. That was Brendo. Partial block. Burkhart pops it into the air. DeLapp back towards the net. Nice direction there by Ham. Here comes Hine, and she will hit it out of bounds. Nice teamwork there by the Blackhawks. Keeping the ball alive as, tell you what, there was some pretty fair shots going on. Here's DeLapp to the back row. They'll set it up. Nice job there by Zitzner, and a backhanded hit by Riddle. That came out of nowhere. And now the ball is hit out of bounds by Hine. Trying to go to that back line, and she just missed it. Went a little deep, and it's 11 serving 15. Nice comeback here by the Blackhawks. Here's the setup. The hard shot blocked at the net. Burkhart, oh, the ball went the wrong way. DeLapp is there. Now back, it's a free hit to the Redhawks. They'll reset the ball to Hine, a tip play at the net, and she got away with a foot fault. Doesn't matter, Viroqua gets the point. A nice redirection of the pass back over to the Blackhawks. They put it over in that far corner. Nobody was there. Just got the ball over and scoring the point. You'll take that serve any day, says DeLapp. And now the timeout coming here by G.E.T. When we return, it's 13 serving 15. Coming right back, and it's going to be DeLapp with the serve, a high serve coming down that back row. Pearson, nope, it's not going to be Pearson. Instead, that was Johnson with the tip, setting the ball back up to Hine. She goes to that far corner, and it's going to be right on the line. She cut it short. I thought she was going to the far corner, and she actually caught it just past the entry line for substitutions. Dropping back on the serve. This is Johnson. Over to DeLapp. There's a nice hit. Pearson trying to bring it forward. Oh, we're going to get a foot fault there. That one going on Abigail. And I don't know, I'm going to say Foodie. I'm not sure if that's the right pronunciation or not. Stolzberg comes back in to serve here for the Blackhawks. You've got Riddle up front along with Burkhart to set. That's going to be an illegal touch. Well, Viroqua now within a point. Nice comeback here. They were trailing by what, 5 or 6 points at least early on, but they've battled back. Kind of got into a nice teamwork kind of situation. Number 3 in the net in Hine, or was it a foot fault? Could have been a foot fault. 16 apiece. Got to like what they're doing at this point in the ball game, and now they take the lead. Well, they withstood the quick storm, you might say, by the Red Hawks and have battled back Viroqua with a 1-point advantage, 17-16. Stalsberg with the serve. Oh, that one went off the side of her hand, and it goes out of bounds. We'll have a tie ball game. That's 17 apiece. Dropping back on the serve, this is Highness. Nice little push shot there by the Blackhawks. That was Berra. Here's Burkhart to the back row. Somebody, Hine, underneath the net or into the net once again. Catching it with the arm. She's just a little too close on her spin move, trying to get her position. So Burkhart will serve. She comes over here to the near side. Gets the whistle, up 18-17. Viroqua, high serve. Pearson has to go after it. Free hit coming right back to Viroqua. They'll reset. Here is Zitzner, I believe. That's who it was. Now the return comes out of bounds. And it's 19-17. Playing some inspired volleyball right now for the JV, doing a great job. Trying to keep it going. Keep the ball rolling in their direction. There's Hine with the free hit, the lap. Look out, don't get too close to the net. There's a partial block. And Hine popped it into the air, and a little miss hit by Stanislawski. And there's your second timeout by G.E.T. Viroqua out in front, 20-17. Thanks going out to those sponsors, the Westby Co-op Credit Union, located in Cashton, Coon Valley, Viroqua, Westby, and beyond. Our thanks also to the Westby Co-op Creamery, supporting today's broadcast. Of course, the capital of cottage cheese, right there in Westby with the Westby Co-op Creamery. 21-17 now, as Burkhart on a nice little roll with her serves. And it's 21-17. Here's a nice serve. Oh, it just didn't get over the net. That was so close. I was saying that was a nice service, nice and low, and it just caught the white boundary of the netting and kicked back to Viroqua. That was a bit of a tough break. 18 serving 21 for Hine. Gets the serve, and that comes down to the lap. Oh, I thought it was Burkhart. Said it was Brendo. Back over to the Hawks, Red Hawks that is. And down to the floor it goes by Simons. Simons able to get that one to go, and it's 19-21. All right, time to get the stop right here. Thanks also to the Varsity Funeral Home, supporting our communities since 1970. There's a hard hit. Good dig by G.E.T. and the block. Oh, up in the air was Riddle, and it just spun behind her. Nice try. This is getting to be a pretty good ball game as it's 20 serving 21. High serve coming down to DeLapp. They'll bring the ball back over, and oh, no miss hit there. It was very close. Simmons with a good effort. There's a nice shot. Now GT got to get the free hit. Can't do it. They had the third hit, and it looked like Braunreiter decided to try and go with a bit of a spike situation from the back row, and it kind of failed on her. There's Braunreiter with the pass. Big block 4 hits. It didn't get over the net. Viroqua 23-20. Trying to end things. Now the pass back over to Viroqua. Nice bump there. They're going to set it up for Zitzner. It's not going to get over. They did the right thing by the pass and then setting it right back to Zitzner. And unfortunately, the ball hit the top of the net once again. Kicking back here to the Blackhawks. Here's Shorbon to serve at 21-23. The lap on a nice little pass. Got to get it over. Couldn't do it. Brendo wanted to just do the little touch pass back over and see if she couldn't catch the Redhawks off balance. Instead, it kicked back off from the net right back at her. Zitzner, Burkhart, got to get it over. Free hit. Good job there by Ham. And there's an illegal hit. That ball had a little bit of a spin or something that went through the fingers of Tatum Johnson. Here's game point for Viroqua. Berra to serve. Here to the near side. Got to get it over, and they did. Back over to Burkhart. They'll reset. Here comes Ham with the shot. And Viroqua will win. Ball hit into the net here, and the JV squad picks up the win here in game number 1. It's Viroqua 25-22 over G.E.T. Well, nice job there by the Viroqua Blackhawks. They come from behind, trailing at one point. I don't know, it was like 6-1, maybe 7-2, and they battled back and pick up a win in game number 1. Thanks going out to the Viroqua Food Co-op supporting today's broadcast, as well as the Viroqua Dental Center. We'll take a break and come back with more action from Viroqua. Taking a look at a couple more of those wonderful sponsors. I think we said the Viroqua Dental Center already, the Viroqua Food Co-op, but also the Viroqua Booster Club. Thanks to those great people as they continue to help support Viroqua Athletics, and the VFW on the south side of Viroqua, where no one does more for veterans. Vernon Memorial Healthcare, we appreciate their terrific support throughout. So much care, so close. And Vernon Manor Healthcare Center, the place to go on the north side of Viroqua for your rehabilitative care. Here is the opening serve, and it's going to be a point here for Viroqua. That ball just kicked off to the near side here, off from Braunreiter. And Viroqua will jump out to a 1-0 lead. Trying to get something going right away here is Erica Brindle. Back to Braunreiter. She gets the ball back into the air, and it's a free hit to the Blackhawks. Nice save in here. That is going to be Riddle, too far away from the net, tried to get it over, and it kind of smacked right on the top part of it. 1-1 here for Shorbon. Shorbon with the serve. That comes down to DeLapp. They'll set the ball up from Brendel. And, oh, what a shot there by Barra. Took quite an angle, and I think it was a left-handed hit that saved it. If she hit it right-handed, I don't think it would have made it. She put it right down along the almost parallel to the netting. They'll set the ball back up, and the touch hit here by G.E.T. Nice job on the reaction by Riddle, trying to go to that far sideline, and she missed by about a foot. Here comes Stanislawski to serve. That will come over to Brendel, awfully close to the net. Yeah, I was going to say it was not over the net yet. A little too anxious on that one. That was Highness, and it's a point for Viroqua. Riddle drops back to serve at 3-2 with the lead. A little spin with the ball, and here it goes. That one comes back down here to Stanislawski. A shot back across to the middle, and we're going to get an illegal hit there. Trying to set that one up, and it was a 2-hit violation. You could just kind of see the ball make a funny little move. Simmons will serve, the freshman, number 9. Try to get the free hit, not able to do so. That was just a little too low to the floor, almost under the net. Zitzner tried to dig it out, but to no avail. Simmons again with the serve. That'll come down to DeLapp. Passing the ball forward, sets it up here. Easy hit back over to the Redhawks. From the back row, that was a pretty good smash. That was number 5 there in Shorbon. And now we get a whistle. We got to see what's going on here. Oh, an illegal hit. All right. So an illegal hit here by the Blackhawks. And G.E.T. will get the point. It's knotted now at 4 apiece in this game number 2. And make it now 4-5 serving 4. 2-hit violation here by Viroqua. Well, already a tighter ball game than what we had before. It's actually 6 serving 3, excuse me. There's a block at the net by Hine. Well, she got up in the air on that one, didn't she? She's got the long arms, and I tell you what, she made use of it there. This one is going to be trouble. You could see that. Hine winds up falling down backwards, but I tell you what, the ball was in the air. You could see it was coming to the net just too close, and she put it straight down onto the floor. It'll be 8 serving 3 when we return. G.E.T. with the lead. Well, another quick look at those sponsors. Vernon Electric Cooperative, serving western and southwestern Wisconsin with affordable electrical energy out there on Saugstead Road in Westby, along with Vernon Communications. Appreciate all their wonderful support as, of course, they get the school channels to our local high schools and school districts. And you're watching on channel number 6. There's a serve and handing the ball right back to G.E.T. So a point apiece, and it's 9 serving 4. Just a quick note on Friday night, no Viroqua football game will be in Westby for their first action of the year. They had to kind of sit out for 3 weeks, and so they're starting now this Friday night. So we look forward to that. You can watch that game on their Facebook channel and, of course, Channel 7 and Vernon Communications streaming as well. Here is a hard shot to the back row. Pearson has to go after that one, and now G.T. trying to save it, and they do a nice job of getting the ball back to the Blackhawks. Here comes a tip play at the net, and a good job on the reaction here with the read by G.T. Here's DeLapp on a nice running save and a free hit back over to G.E.T. Redhawks on the attack back row, and it should have been out, I thought. Yeah, just out. And it'll be 5 serving 10. G.E.T. has doubled up on Viroqua, but at 10 serving 5 serving 10, you can get a couple 3 points right here, and you're sitting in a pretty good spot. Here's one of them. 6 serving 10. That set was just a little too close to the net, and if they would have gone after it, Hines, I think it's Hines, the way I look at that, she would have been in trouble trying to get that ball. Probably been into the net anyways. There's the free hit back over DeLapp on a nice pass, setting the ball up to Burkhart. And now a tip play at the net to the Blackhawks. Viroqua back on the offense, and a miss hit there by Burkhart. You could just hear that odd hit with her fingers as she tried to put the ball down the far side following the path of the netting. Here is the serve, nice dig for DeLapp. Back over to G.E.T. They'll reset, back set, hard shot. What a job there by the Blackhawks. And that was number 2 in Ava Zom who returned that ball, and it might have possibly caught G.E.T. a little flat-footed there. That was a terrific comeback. It's 7 serving 11. High serve to Pearson, and it goes through her fingers and hits the wall. It's 8 serving 11. DeLapp trying to pick up a few more points here for Viroqua. Trailing by 3, another high serve. Pearson on a nice pass, setting the ball up. Stanislawski with the shot going across, and a good dig for Viroqua. G.E.T. sets the ball up to Hine, and a nice play keeping the ball alive. Got to get it over. DeLapp able to do so to Pearson. They'll reset. This time it's Stanislawski back to DeLapp. Brendel sets the ball up for Burkhart. Nice shot to Pearson. She digs it out. Here's Hine, look out. That one a hard hit. And what a try over there by DeLapp. Unfortunately going the wrong way, and the ball just kept going even further away. Simmons back into the ball game here now for the Redhawks. Here's Hine with the serve. That's a good return. Just able to save that by Zom. Look out, cross-court hit. G.E.T. trying to put some muscle behind their shots right now. Nice block in there by Riddle, keeping the ball alive to G.E.T. Digging that one out. Oh, it's going to hit the antenna, and it's a point G.E.T. 13 serving 8. Well, taking a look, Snowflake Ski and Golf. Stop down there. Hey, there's still time to get some golfing in. Talk to Steve and all the crew down there. Timber Cooley. Here's a hard hit. What a dig there. Thought that was going to be a miss hit, but they said no, and they keep the play rolling along. And that's going to be hit low into the netting. Let's see if that was Riddle. Right idea, but when she jumped a little too soon, it looked like. That'll happen. That's an easy thing to have happen. Here is, Hein got away with one there. They'll get the ball back, and that was Zom with the touch. Kind of a touch pass back. Stanislawski with the hit. That's going to go through Zitzner's fingers. And it's 15, serving 8. Well, the varsity to start here about 20, 25 minutes at the conclusion of the JV. So we want to remind you to stay tuned for that action coming up here in the Cooley Conference matchup. Here's a timeout by Viroqua. It's doubling up time for G.E.T. It's 16, serving 8. Well, those sponsors, once again, of course, Scenic Bluffs Community Healthcare, located in Cashton, their corporate office. There's a hard serve. My goodness, that was a wicked one. Just coming over the top of the netting here on the near side. Got through Riddle and Burkhart both. Thanks also to, how about the Riverbank, bringing you today's action, south side of Westby and in the center of Coon Valley. That's the Riverbank. Here is a pass back over to the Blackhawks. They set it up for Riddle. Her shot down low and going with a dig. That was Hein, and she put it into the bottom part of the netting. Not able to dig that one out. Viroqua comes up now to serve as Stahlsberg rotates back into the ballgame. And Erica Brindle comes out. There's a serve for an ace by Stahlsberg. She just stands there and winds up and clobbers it. I mean, she's got a good serve that way. She's got it figured out. Let's see if she can do it again. And she does. Pearson, Stanislawski with the hit. Here's Viroqua, near side for the point. Nice job there by Viroqua. And I don't know if that was Riddle or maybe Berra getting that point. Stahlsberg will continue one more time here at least. Thanks to the Right Choice Construction. Talk to Rich and they'll set you up with free estimates. There's a block. They got the ball back over, did G.E.T. That was a nice block. Here's Riddle with the back row hit. Pearson was there, and now the ball will drop to the floor. On the G.E.T. side, and it's 12 serving 17. Get that comeback again here for Viroqua. Down by 5. Stahlsberg continuing to serve. High serve coming down. That's in the back row. They'll move it forward. Stanislawski with the shot for the point. Well, that was a nice bump, set, and spike. The old traditional style, the way to do it sometimes is the best. Back into the ball game comes Shorbon, number 5. Here's the serve down to Zitzner. Brendel with the quick touch back over to G.E.T. Stanislawski on the hit. DeLapp is there, setting the ball up for Burkhart. Down this near side, what a save over here by Shorbon. Back to DeLapp for the Blackhawks. Riddle with the hit. Touched in there by Shorbon, and it went past Pearson. She was not able to reach it. And it's a point here for the Blackhawks. Burkhart will drop back to serve. Sydney waiting for Shorbon to get set, as do the officials, and here we go. Stepping into that one, to the far side it goes. Stanislawski, too much on that one. She tried to put it on that back line and overshot it by quite a bit. 14 serving 19. Here's a setup, back row setup again. This time it's a nice dig by Brendel, but the ball on the return hits the bottom of the net and scoots underneath. Premier Co-op supporting today's broadcast. Of course, you find them in Westby and surrounding communities. Since 1893, they've been doing the agricultural business. Here's a setup. It's a nice hit and a dig by Shorbon. That hit coming off from Zitzner's punch. Now they'll see if they come back. They're going to go to Riddle this time. Shorbon is there on the tip by Simmons. Probably Simons. I probably said that wrong again. And this time the ball hits the ceiling, and as it comes down, you know, it just picks up speed. That's a tough one. Stanislawski with the serve. Free pass back over to G.E.T. Simmons with the hit. And it's going to be a point here for G.E.T. Tried to dig that one out. It's going to be an illegal hit, they say, by Viroqua. That's always a tough one. It's so low, and you got to try and, it's almost like you're trying to scoop it up and out of there. There's a nice serve. Zitzner with a dig. Now they're going to say a two-hit violation by Erica Brendel. It had a funny sound to it, and sometimes that's what you're going to see and hear with an illegal hit. 23-14, in this case a two-hit violation. That serve just getting over the net, pushing the ball back over to G.E.T. The Blackhawks now get the ball returned to them. Here's a spin move that's going to be popped back over by DeLapp. They'll reset for Simmons, and she hits that one hard. And again, back into the ceiling it goes off from, I'm not sure if that was Burkhart or Zitzner over there. They were both making a good effort to get to it. It's 24-14. Game point here for Stanislawski and G.E.T. Brendel, deep shot back over. Pearson is there. They'll reset the ball. Hard hit coming across. Burkhart with a nice hit. And now into the net it goes. Not able to save it. And the score is going to read 25-14 here in favor of G.E.T. in game number 2. 25-14, your final score. Well, our thanks going out to Old Town Inn, south side of Westby, supporting today's broadcast. Stop in there for fine dining. Game number 3 coming right up here as we get things started. Our thanks going out to Gunderson Health, the Viroqua Clinic. 637-3195, the number to call. Main Street Mobile Mart, your only family-owned convenience store right here in downtown Viroqua. And Nordic Lanes in Westby, out there on that west side. Scott and Sue Sordahl wishing all the best to the Blackhawks tonight and throughout the year. And we're going to get a 2-hit violation here as the clock disappears. 1-0, I think, the score. Oh, they're calling. They want to have a timeout. So a little confusion going on here, but I think they'll try and get something rolling. Yeah, all of a sudden the clock, the scoreboard just went out. Not that you need the clock or anything except for timeouts, but they want to make sure they have the proper score up for everybody. So they're resetting that. And we'll be ready to go. Well, on the north side of Viroqua here, Gasser's Bar and Grill. Now there's a nice place to go if you want some great food. Stop in, and it's a great atmosphere. A lot of folks be there. There is the play. Pearson trying to save it, and it kind of kicked off her arm rather awkwardly and went down to the floor. 1-serving-1 here as Stalsberg re-enters. Yeah, her specialty has been serving. Let's see if she can keep that going. Yeah, she just winds up and says, here it comes. Be ready. There is a tip play by Berra, back over to G.E.T. Free hit coming by Johnson. Now Viroqua with the big hit. Too much on that one by Riddle. Stalsberg comes out. Brendel comes in on the re-entry. Here's Stanislawski with the serve, trying to hit it over. Running touch play by Riddle, and it goes kind of trapped into the net there a little bit. Stanislawski will serve again. A lot of the teams and the girls now going to that jump serve. Get a little more zip on the ball. There's a play hit into the net. Viroqua will get the point and the serve. That shot by Hines. And it's 2-serving-3 for Sydney Burkhart. On the serve, that one comes down to this near side. They'll set the ball up for Simmons, and she can't get it over the net. Just won't cooperate for her, and it's 3-serving-3. That ball hit into the net. Pearson looks to serve for G.E.T. 4-3 your score to Burkhart. Here's the setup going cross court here. Back here to G.E.T. It comes. They'll go on the attack. The lap is there. Nice play. Touch pass back over to G.E.T. Brendel tried to catch him a little flat-footed. They were ready that time in G.E.T. Now another setup. Here's Riddle to the back row. Pearson is there. Coming right back on a hard hit right down the line. That was number 7 in Hines. And now a misdirection on the attempted pass. Trying to bump the ball a little bit there. And unfortunately for Viroqua, it goes up into the stands. And it'll be 5-serving-3. Pearson continuing the high serve. Down to Zitzner. Brendel sets the ball up. Riddle, and it's blocked by Hine. She was sitting there waiting for that one. And it's 6-3. Hine with those long arms. She's pretty tall. It looks like she's got to be close to 6 foot already. And she's only a freshman. There is a hit that came right at the shoulders of Zitzner. And those are tough ones. They kind of catch you in no man's land. Which way do you go? Do you try and bump it like you just saw there by Brendel, or do you try and go with an overhand pass, trying to set it up? There is a good little play by Hine. And Viroqua coming right back, though. That was a nice job. Now Shorbon with the hit from the back row. Brendel was there, getting close to the net, punching it back down. G.E.T. resets for Hine. She goes to the back, but Brendel was there. Good save. Back to G.E.T. They're going to reset again to Hine. She tries again. This time it's out of bounds. And it's going to be 4-7 for Andy Riddle. Well, Embroidery and More helping us out tonight. We thank them so much for their support over the course of the last few years, as we do with all of our sponsors. But there's a ball that's hit a little deep. Too much on that one by Hines. Here's the deep shot, and going after it was Stanislawski. Now Hine with a miss hit, kind of trying to do, looked like the old Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hook shot. Trying to get that one over. Goes into the net. 6-7, comeback trail. Here's a good play. Ham was right there. Maddie Ham realized that that pass to the net was coming over, and she redirected it to the floor. There's the ball just off the top of the netting to Viroqua. They'll try to get it over, not able to. Zitzner in the air tried to do a little tip, and it just didn't go anywhere for her. Well, one of the lights just came on, and I swear about 10 lights came on with it. That really got bright. Here is the serve to the back row, and it's going to go out. It's 8-8 for Berra. Maggie gets the whistle, couple 3 bounces, and here she comes with the left-handed hit to that far side. They'll set the ball up. Hines with the free touch back over to Viroqua. Viroqua with the same to G.E.T. Here's Hines, deep shot, way too much on that one. She wound up and really got a hold of it when you want to get on top and try and drill it down. It's 9-8. Blackhawks taking the lead here the first time. You get the redo on that. You get one, and now the ball served into the net. Back into the ball game comes Ava Zam, number 2. She comes in for Berra. Here's the serve just before the whistle, or just after the whistle, I should say. Otherwise, it would have been illegal. Stanislawski, nice reaction there by Riddle, or was that Ham? That was Ham, and then a 2-hit violation on Viroqua. Tough break there. It's 10-9. Hines with the serve to the back row, off the fist of Burkhart. Sydney tried to get in position, but found herself still moving here to the near side when she hit that ball. That makes it a little tough sometimes. Here's the serve, Burkhart. The lap on the pass forward, and just a little too low. It drops underneath the net. 12-9. That's going to go out of bounds. Hines just a little too much on that one, and Viroqua will get the point and the serve for Zitzner. Braylon with the serve. That comes over. Hine, going to be a free hit. Oh, Pearson was there. Brendel had the right idea on that one, trying to get it down to the ground. Near side, and a good play by the Blackhawks Pearson. Or that was Redhawks Pearson, let me say it that way. Here's a shot blocked at the net by Hine and comes right back to her. They'll reset. Stanislawski with the block was Ham. They're trying again. Viroqua doing a nice job with those blocks right now. Back row hit, not enough. Tell you what, good effort right there by Viroqua. Simmons back into the ball game, number 9 in the front row. She's the freshman, along with Hine, who is serving. Yeah, those two are going to be forces down the road here. There's one that's almost illegal there, but Brendel kept it alive. Here's a hard shot. Stanislawski took care of business on that one. 14 serving 10. Well, thanks going out to Evinger Sales and Service. That's Mark Evinger on the north side of Viroqua, bringing you tonight's action. There's a return right back to the middle. Nobody was there for G.E.T. off from the DeLapp return. And now Cammie drops back to serve here. That one comes to the back row. They'll bring it forward here, Stanislawski, and she missed the near sideline by, well, a couple of feet it looked like, and it's 12 serving 14. Here's a serve, and a good dig by Pearson. It winds up a free hit back to Viroqua. Here's Burkhart, not able to get it over the net. Simmons was there just in case, along with a teammate in Foodie. Shorbon will return to serve at 15-12. Going to 25, both teams with a win. Viroqua winning game 1 and G.E.T. answering back in game 2. There's a shot that ricochets off from Zom's arm as she was going for position, and the ball hit a little bit behind her. She tried to save it. Shorbon with the serve, and it's just out. 13 serving 16 now. Berra will return for Zom. Stalsberg enters for Brendel. Well, here is Stalsberg with her serve. She stands there solid and hits it over, where you see a lot of other young ladies with that jump serve. But Stalsberg says, I don't need that. Here's G.E.T. now. Stanislawski, that's DeLapp on a good hit. Coming back, and Riddle, and they're going to get it. Riddle catching this back corner, and Pearson had to dive after it. 14 serving 16. Viroqua trying to mount that comeback once again. That one is just out. Oh, what a try there by Stalsberg going down that far sideline. Just missed. Brendel will return. And here is Stanislawski to serve. Gets it over the net to Burkhart. Brendel, now the free hit. That was Berra. Stanislawski, no, that was number 2 in Johnson, excuse me. There's Johnson popping the ball into the air. Hines with the hard hit, and off the fingers it goes on Cammie DeLapp. Pretty hard shot. Just trying to make something happen was DeLapp. Stanislawski again with the serve. That one comes down to lap. Now Riddle here to the near side, trying to save it. Oh, what a job by Pearson. Here's the pass forward. They'll reset to Simmons. She hits it into the net. Viroqua with some excellent effort there, kept the ball alive. And then Simmons on what looked to be a pretty decent set. She said to her teammate, she goes, to Johnson, yeah, I just didn't get on top of it. That's an illegal hit by Johnson. And it's 16, serving 18. Viroqua knocking on the door here once again. Trying to get something rolling here. Burkhart on the serve. Setting the ball up. Simmons with the hit. Boy, that was close to being a carry. The old carry sign, but nope, they're going to say instead it becomes a point here for G.E.T. as somebody for the Blackhawks kind of caught the ball and moved it just a little too much with the flat of the hand. Here's a good hit to Pearson in the back row. Now Shorbon, and she hits it out. Shorbon in that back row just had a little too much on it. And now Andy Riddle will try to pick up a couple points here and tie this game up. 17 serving 19, and the ball goes out of bounds. Wicked turn on that one, and it's 20 serving 17. Hine back into the ball game for G.E.T. That ball will not get over the net. Johnson with a little mishit on that serve. Here is Berra. Maggie will try to get those points back, get this game tied up, maybe even take the lead. Here's the serve. That one's coming down to the back row, and Stanislawski, they'll reset, back set, and it's going to be on the line. Hines with the point. That was a good back set here for G.E.T. Zom comes back into the ball game. In the back row, she enters for Berra. Here's Hines with the serve, and boy, she found no man's land here on the near corner. An ace and 22-18 lead. Well, our thanks to Coon Valley Telecommunications. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast on their Channel 6. There's the serve, and they got to get it over and not able to do so. Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op, John Maslevicek reminds you of, get those Bear Mountain Few pellets as soon as possible. You know, you never know, the cold weather kind of creeping in every once in a while. Well, it's 23 serving 18 when we come back, and we want to say thanks also to Cashton Farm Supply, Ernie Peterson and all of his wonderful crew out there on Highway 27. Some of those final sponsors, well, you want a great little meal, breakfast, lunch, supper. It's Bobby John's on Front Street in Cashton. Sue and the crew would love to see you. Here's a play at the net. What a job there by Brendel. Able to keep that play alive, and now Ham hits it out. Or Hine, excuse me. Hine for G.E.T. had a little too much on it, tried to lob it to the back row, and it carried on her. Back in comes Braunreiter, also here, number 6 for G.E.T. Here's Pearson, the return, Ryder, Braunreiter, and now the ball hit into the net. Braylon Zitzner to serve at 20, serving 23, and now it's going to be game point. Not able to get that one over. And Hine can end things here for G.E.T. Thanks to the Bank of Cashton, and looking forward to that new bank coming up and what they can do in service for you. Hine hits it into the net. That'll be on, I'm not sure if they call that Front Street or what they're going to call it for the address, right on the corner by the high school. Really coming along. Here's the high serve. They'll pass the ball forward, and it's going to be into the net, and Viroqua gets the point. They need a couple of more here as they trail 22-24. Here's a timeout by G.E.T. 22 serving 24. We'll be right back. Viroqua trying to come back here as they did in game number 1. They trailed by a couple of points. It's still game point here for G.E.T. Cross-court hit. Zom was there. Now Brendel, look out. This one close to the net. And it's going to go to G.E.T. Into the net, they say, was Burkhart. Tough way to end the ball game. 25-22 is the final score here in game number 3. Well, it was quite a game, a match throughout here as Viroqua picked up the win, a come-from-behind victory, 25-22 in game number 1. Then G.E.T. picks up the win. They really had some pretty good momentum. They played very solid volleyball. They win 25-14, and then they eked out this win. And I do mean eke out because Viroqua was coming back, playing pretty well here. They just kind of ran out of some time, it looked like, and the final score winds up 25-22 G.E.T., and they win the match 2-1. Our thanks going out to ADRC, the Aging and Disability Resource Center, right here in Vernon County, located in Viroqua. Contact them at 637-5201 if you know of a senior citizen or a disabled citizen that maybe needs a little extra help. Maybe some things not quite going their way. And our thanks to American Family Insurance, the Phil Strand Agency. It's the family that you choose. You'll find them, of course, located not only in Westby, but right here in Viroqua. Well, final score once again, 2-1. G.E.T. comes back and takes the last 2 games to win the match here on the JV side against the host Viroqua Blackhawks. Stay tuned. More action coming up here on the varsity side. That'll be right around 7 o'clock. Thanks for watching, everyone. Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions, LLC.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's team versus the G.E.T. Redhawks and the Viroqua Blackhawks. At this time, if you are able, please stand and remove your hat for the playing of the national anthem. Sportsmanship is an important part of high school athletics. Please practice good sportsmanship throughout the whole game and social distancing. All right, let's see the lineups for the Redhawks. Number 3, Kaylee Robert. Number 7, Tada Chalmers. Number 8, Elise Spoonor. Number 9, Kylie Schmitz. Number 12,
Schoonover. Number 9 in there, and Kylie Schmitz. Number 12, Aaliyah Hunter. 17 in Kayla Schultz. And your libero in Lindsay Lettner. Here is Viroqua. First off, it's going to be Jessica Anderson, followed by Haley Sherry. Number 5 in Ava Olson, and then Lydia Olson, number 6. Here is number 8 in Celia Emerine. Number 10 is Jessica Trigestad, and your libero tonight is Sage Zitzner. Hello everyone, Ken Manning, Western Wisconsin Video Productions LLC, as we are ready to bring you some Coulee Conference volleyball here as the host Viroqua Blackhawks have the G.E.T. Redhawks come to town. The two teams will not meet at the net. Instead, they meet around that 10-foot line, and they wave at each other, and then they're ready to get things off and running here this evening. Well, we're going to take a look at a very good, I think, matchup here tonight. G.E.T., well, they've had some up and down times, it seems like, but at any given night, of course, everybody can have a good game. I think Viroqua has been playing a little better over the course of the season as it continues on. So we look to see if they can come up with a nice game here in their final home event. Taking a look here, it's going to be the captain is going to be number 3. That is Brotberg. Meanwhile, the libero in Lettner comes back in, looking to get the serving started. It'll be Kayla Schultz, a sophomore here for G.E.T. Here is your opening serve. The match, game number 1, underway. Here is Haley Sherry with the little tip play. Back over to G.E.T. A pretty good shot right there. That was number 8 with the swing and the miss. That was Schoonover, and the ball goes out of bounds, but she actually kind of tipped it, so that's enough for the point. Here's Schultz with the back setup. It comes over here. Viroqua now looking to go on the attack. A little tip play by Sherry. Back set once again. Schoonover with the hit. That's going to be in for a point as the ball just got past Zitzner. Kind of caught her in the hand and went up over her shoulder for the point, and it's 1-1. Dropping back to serve here now, coming into the ball game, is Ryan Dufenbach. Dufenbach with the serve. That one goes to the back row where Sherry is able to tip it forward. Hard hit to the back here. That coming off from the swing by Fox, who's into the ball game. Now we're going to get a 2-hit violation. $14, I think that's Alyssa Arch, isn't it? 14. No? Is it Fox? Oh, I'm all messed up. That's Natalie Rondeau. They got the different numbers, so I got to make that change. There we go. Now we're ready. Well, we think we're ready. Here's a ball that on a one-arm swing by Sherry kind of goes astray, winds up into the stands. It's 4-1 here as Dufenbach continues to serve. So Natalie Rondeau is number 14, so keep that in mind. Anderson with the pass. Sherry will kick it back over here. Schultz setting the ball up for her teammates. That was number 7 in Helmers. Back it comes. Schultz will go this time. Cross-court hit. Out of bounds it goes. Too much on that one. That was Brotberg with the smash, trying to go cross-court from far to near. It's 2-4 early on in the ball game. And Haley Sherry with the serve. Back row goes to Lettner. Tip play at the net. Boy, that one almost went down. Quick reaction by Schultz. Now Schultz with the hit, number 3, getting it back here to Viroqua. There's a nice hard shot there by Rondeau. Nice dig. That was Zitzner. My goodness, wound up on the floor. Here's an opportunity for the point, and they just missed. Nice idea there. That was number 10 in Jessica Trigestead trying to come over here to the near corner. She just missed the corner shot. It'll be 5-2 to Zitzner. They'll pass the ball up here, and that's going to be Fox on the hit. Dug out there, and now the return fired too far. Out of bounds it goes by Brotberg. Viroqua to serve. Final game of the year for the Blackhawks, or home anyways. They will be in West Salem on Thursday. There's a ball hit into the net. Viroqua with the point. And they're coming back here, battling away. That ball was hit into the net by Schoonover. Trigestead with that serve. They'll set the ball up. Hard hit, but boy, I tell you what, Sherry did a nice job with that one. Got the ball tipped over. Now Schultz off from the ceiling, able to play it. Back over to Viroqua. Blocked at the net, punching the ball over. Trying to get it over was Trigestead, and instead it rolled down the side of the net, dropping on the Viroqua floor. Here is number 8 in Schoonover to serve. If I'm looking at the numbers right, waiting for the turn here. That ball is going to go out of bounds on the attempted return. Sometimes those serves have a wicked little spin to it, and it's difficult to pass it forward. There's a nice little play, though. They'll get the ball towards the net, and it's going to be into the net Fox hits it out, but that was the third hit. It's now 8 serving 4. Got to slide the chairs back, says Tim Gaskell. Well, thanks going out to those sponsors, American Family Insurance, the Phil Strand Agency, bringing you tonight's action here from Viroqua High School. Look out on that shot, and a good job by Sherry hanging in there with that little dig. Kind of a mini dig, wasn't as much as we thought. Now a play at the net, and it's going to be somebody in the net. I think they said number 9 in Kylie Schmitz. So Viroqua will get the point and the serve. It's 5-8. Thanks to ADRC, the Aging and Disability Resource Center, Vernon County helping us out. And again, they remind you of all the precautionary procedures, the protocols needed here during this pandemic time, and protecting the senior citizens and disabled citizens as well. Into the ball game comes number 12 in Aaliyah Hunter. Serving now, Brotberg, number 3. Down low, Zissner with a good dig as she winds up on the floor. That'll come right back to G.E.T. Now on the attack. That is going to be hit out. Too much on that one. That was number 12 on the hit in Hunter. Trying to go across court here. Here's Fox with the serve. Line drive, that was to Hunter. Passing the ball up, and there's a good smash. Wow, that was quite an angle for the hit, but coming up with it was Gina Rose O'Neill. Here's Lettner with the serve. Got to get it over, and it was a wicked return. They're able to do so just barely. Now the shot coming right back at Olsen in the back row. That one coming off from number 11 in Kirky. Lettner with the serve to Sherry on the pass. Now Sherry with the hit. Too much on that one. Getting out of the way quickly over there was Brotberg. It's 12 serving 6, doubling up on Viroqua right now. Thanks to the Bank of Cashton for all your banking needs, HSA, and much more. There's a play at the net, and that time Viroqua will win as Amorine got her hand on the ball and redirected it just enough out of the reach of number 12 in Hunter. Amorine now back on the serving line at 7-12. There's the serve. That comes back. Well, somehow, that caught the fingers of Kirky and went the wrong direction for G.E.T. It's tough sometimes. It's hard to tell how fast the ball is coming, and then sometimes it'll even knuckle on you. There's a ball that just got over the net. Coming back, that was a miss hit. You could hear that off from the fingers up here as O'Neill not able to put anything on it. 9 serving 12. Here's the serve down to Lettner on a good pass. Now a tip play and a good job on the reaction over there. That was Jessica Anderson. But just not enough on the ball as she popped it into the air. It probably needed to go about another foot or so. Rondo, let's see who is back into the ball game. Number 6 and Lydia Olsen in the back row. We also have number 8 coming in Schoonover for G.E.T. Here's Schultz with the serve. That one comes down low and another good dig. Hard hit, and it's on the line. Boy, what a job there by Viroqua. They just got that one on the line. Here's Anderson to serve her second time around on the rotation. 10 serving 13, and it goes out of bounds. The line drive serve, and it just didn't have any topspin to start in hopes of heading to the ground. Coming in is number 10 here in Duffenbach to serve at 14-10. That comes over to Zitzner, setting the ball up. Anderson, nice job on a dig. That was number 3 in Brotberg for G.E.T. Now it's going to be Viroqua. That time too much on it. Out of bounds it goes off from the swing by Jessica Triggested. Triggested up in the air and tried to put that on the back row. Just kind of got away from her. Here's Zitzner on the pass, setting that ball up. Not able to get it over was Sherry, and we're going to get a timeout. Timeout on the floor. It is 16 serving 10 with G.T. on top. Helping to bring tonight's action to the airways, Bobby Johns, located on Front Street in Cashton. Thanks to Sue and her wonderful crew. Friday Night Fish, of course, boy, I tell you what, she's doing a great job over there. Don't forget the Bank of Cashton, as we mentioned, and Cashton Farm Supply, Ernie Peterson, when it comes to your organic farming needs, from fertilizers to feed and much more. Here we are with Schultz setting the ball up, and the cross-court hit. That comes down to Anderson. Good little pass. Now Sherry with the free touch. Back over. That was Brotberg. Now Brotberg with a tip play over the net. Zitzner is there. And Sherry will come back down this sideline, and she'll get the point. Lettner was probably just a step away from that one, more towards the middle of the court. And Sherry came down the near sideline for the point. Here is Haley now with the serve at 11-16 the score. Brotberg with a hard hit, and it's going to be Fox and Zitzner kind of colliding, going after the ball. Lettner comes out, and let's see who comes in. Number 9 here in Kylie Schmitz. Meanwhile, serving number 7 in Helmers to Zitzner. Tip play at the net by Anderson. Oh, got away with one there. Maybe did Brotberg. Here's a play. That one, Brotberg right there. Able to put that one back on top of the shoulders of Viroqua. It'll be 18 serving 11. That serve comes down here to Fox. They'll set it up for Fox. She'll go to the middle of the court. That was Helmers. Now Brotberg couldn't get anything on that one. Helmers comes out. Lettner returns to the game. Meanwhile, Triggested will drop back to serve once again. 12 serving 18. We need a few here. That one comes down. Good pass. That was Duffenbach. Now Viroqua. We'll go to the middle of the court. Duffenbach with a big-time play there on her knees. And now diving for the ball with Triggested. And it's going to go into the net. 19 serving 12. Re-entering number 14 in O'Neill for the Redhawks. You got the Redhawks and the Blackhawks tonight. Here's the pass backward and the free hit by Sherry. Cross-court shot. Sherry is there and tried to pass the ball And tell you what, a lot of steam on that hit by Brotberg. And here comes the final timeout by head coach Katie Schwartz. It's going to be 20 serving 12 when we come back. More of those sponsors. Chaseburg Farmers Union Co-op, an integral part of the Chaseburg and surrounding communities. You'll find them in Stoddard, Chaseburg, and Red Mound. Here we are with the serve, and now setting the ball up, and it's going to be 4 hits. Oh, no, an illegal hit? Okay. Just a little too much on that setup. Kind of wound up bang, bang instead of just one bang. So Zitzner will drop back to serve, and we say thanks to Coon Valley Telecommunications. Actually, it's going to be Zitzner. It's going to be Ava Olson to serve. You're watching on Coon Valley Telecommunications Channel 6 tonight. We thank Carol and all that crew down there. Well, the Red Hawks pick up a point on a pretty good spike right there. And Brotberg will drop back now to serve. Coming up with the point. And getting the ball back here to the Red Hawks. Sherry with the free hit back over to Lettner in the middle of the court. She passes the ball forward. Here's a setup. Tip play at the net. And just enough on that one. That was number 12 in Aaliyah Hunter. Had just enough on the ball to redirect it. That's 22-13. The serve coming back here. They'll set the ball up. That was Olsen, and now that's going to be 2 hits. You could kind of see she wound up off balance a little bit, and that was enough to cause the 2-hit violation. 23-13, 10-point advantage, and now we're going to get overlap situation here by Viroqua, and it's 24, should be 24-13. Game point for Brotberg and G.E.T. Back over, and now they got to save it. Olsen, nice job. Sherry got it over the net. They'll reset the ball. Back it comes here in the back row, and too much on that one by number 14 in O'Neill. Still game point situation here for Fox and Viroqua. They have to get a ton of points. There's going to be one, as that was, I'm not sure, we're going to say it was a block there by Jessica Anderson. Viroqua sitting at 15-24. Got to get it over, and they do that. Give themselves a fighting chance. Here's the pass by Olsen, moving that one forward. A hard hit, it's going to be out of bounds. Tough break there for Viroqua, and the final score is going to read 25-15 here as G.E.T. picks up the win by 10. 25-15, game number 1 going to the Red Hawks over the Blackhawks. Well, our thanks going out to those sponsors. How about Culver's right here in Viroqua? Great place to go when it comes to all kinds of your favorite custard flavors, all kinds of great toppings, and of course, don't forget those basket specials. Our thanks also going out to Evinger Sales and Service. Mark Evinger reminds you that they service what they sell, and they sell, of course, very high quality equipment for your yard, garden, and of course, when it comes to that snow removal, that's going to be sneaking up on us way before we want it to. Well, we'll take a quick break and come back here with more action from Viroqua in a couple of moments. Thanks going out to those sponsors as we get ready for game number 2. Embroidery and more when it comes to all of your embroidery needs. Team apparel, you name it, they can take care of things for you. That is, of course, they're located at 210D Swigum Road, helping us out tonight. Thanks to Greg Danes and crew. Also, Gasser's Bar and Grill, located on the north side of Viroqua. Great tasting basket specials. And, of course, a Friday special. They have tacos. I think that's, I want to say it's Taco Thursday. But check it out. You won't be disappointed. Here we go with the play now. Cross court it goes, and a nice dig over there by G.E.T. Well, they come right back on the attack. There's a wonderful try by Anderson running towards the wall, and she's able to get to the ball and hit it. Unfortunately, just couldn't get it back to the center of the court. Winds up into the stands. It's 1-0. Here is Schultz stepping in. Kayla, the sophomore, to serve. She's done a pretty good job serving here in game number 1. Illegal hit there to spin on the ball. You could see that it had something going on. Schultz again with the serve. It'll come down to Sherry on a good bump. They'll set the ball up to Sherry. She comes over here to Lettner. Passing the ball forward. Here is a hard rip by number 12 in Hunter, and it goes out of bounds quickly to the near side. Sherry to serve at 1-2. That ball comes down to Lettner. Schultz on the back set, down that near sideline, and it's out of bounds here. Hunter tried to change things up a little bit, and maybe just too much of an angle. That ball comes down to the back row. I think that was Brotberg over there. And now trying to get the big hit in the air on the fly. That was who? Trying to see the number over there, number 8 in Schoonover. Couldn't make out who that was. That ball sails out of bounds. So a tough break there, but they got things tied up now at 3 apiece. do the Blackhawks. And now coming in is Doofenbach for G.E.T. Doofenbach to serve. And that's an ace right in the back row. Couldn't have asked for a better shot on that one. And she'll try to do it again. I'm sure Zitzner and crew will have something to say about that. That was Fox on the bump, and now set up to Fox. Schultz keeping it alive and letting her, into the net. Viroqua will get the point. Tying things back up at 4 apiece. Catching a good break there for the Blackhawks. And now Tryggestad will come in to serve. That ball coming down, Lettner just got to it. Check that, that's number 12 and Olivia Gartner. I said Tryggestad. Tryggestad is number 10. There's the serve. That was Schultz now with a little tip play at the net. Able to just get it over, and Viroqua tries to return the favor. Almost got away with that one, but a quick reaction by G.E.T. Here comes Fox, far corner, too much on that one. Tell you what, Leah Fox, she can get up in the air. And as I said before, she played herself right onto the varsity from the JV, doing a real nice job in the early portion of the year and got promoted up. Here is Anderson. Now Sherry with the free hit back over. Schultz sets the ball up. There is a terrific shot coming off from the swing by Schoonover. And G.T. is up 6-5. Schultz is a pretty good setter here for G.T. Got to give her that. She really seems to be able to place it where the hitters want it. Well, Rondo winds up hitting that one, or Amrine, I should say, winds up hitting that one into the net. Here is the serve, and it's on the line. Fox was going to let it go, and at the last moment realized what was happening. It was going to be right there. Here comes the hit down that far sideline, and diving for it was Anderson, and a kick behind her. Went scooting past everybody, and it's now 9 serving 5. Here's the serve. That one comes down. That was Fox, and coming over trying to get to it. That was Rondo, and here comes our next timeout. It's going to be 10 serving 5 here, G.T. Our thanks going out to Gunderson Health, the Viroqua Clinic, bringing you today's action. 637-3195, the number to call. Get your health care started today. Another one of those terrific sponsors, Main Street Mobile Mart, with Synergy Mobile Fuel. Don't forget their fantastic little deli that they have. Tell you what, they always have some delicious little treats there for you. Help carry you over. Here's a tip play at the net. That was number 9 in Schmitz. Viroqua trying to answer back. Here's Schultz with another setup, and there again, doing a nice job, and Schmitz comes right back and gets the point. G.E.T. sitting with a bunch of juniors and 3 sophomores and a freshman on the lineup for the varsity. That ball is just out. Meanwhile, Viroqua with a ton of seniors. I think they have, 2, 4, 6, 8 on the roster tonight. So they have a lot of experience there, and boy, they're going to have to almost start over again, won't they, for next year. That ball goes out of bounds on the free hit. Just too much on that one. That might have been Brotberg. Brotberg, I think, is the team captain. Here's the hit coming down to Lettner. Schultz setting that one up, and there's a block. No, it didn't get over the net. 4-hit violation here on G.E.T. and Viroqua with Ava Olsen will continue to serve. That ball drops between Lettner and Dufenbach. They just didn't have the communication going on that one, which every once in a while you're going to see that. Happens with the best of teams. Olsen continuing to serve as the Blackhawks have crept within 2 at 9-11. Here is a free hit back over from Anderson. Schultz, it's going to be an illegal hit. She tried to tip that ball over, and Viroqua is within a point. 10 serving 11 here for Olsen. Nice little comeback once again. We saw that on the JV side in game 1. Here's Brotberg with a big hit, and nice play by Zitzner. Deep shot to the back row, and Lettner had to run after it. Coming right back to Zitzner. They'll set the ball up. Here's Fox, cross-court hit. Lettner is there. Schultz sets it up. Tip play at the net, and it winds up down on the floor, just catching the line. That was number 8 in Schoonover. Tell you what, she placed that one about as well as one could hope on a tough angle. Schoonover with the serve. There's a punch by Olsen to get the ball back over to G.E.T. Hard hit, dug out of there, no. Good try though, but O'Neill's hit had a little bit on it and awfully low to the ground before Sage could get to it. Here's the serve. That'll come down to Sherry, or make that Fox, and it goes into the net, and it's a 2-hit violation. Well, sneaking back out in front just a little bit more, Schoonover and G.E.T. now back up to a 14-10 lead as Schoonover continues to serve, and now it'll be a 3-point disadvantage for Viroqua to overcome. That ball goes into the net. Schoonover comes out of the game, and Kirky comes in, number 11. Meanwhile, Fox to serve to Dufenbach. Lettner, back row set. That was to Dufenbach. And boy, a wicked play there. The ball comes off from one of the rafters, goes the other direction, and Olsen and crew could not get to it. Here's Brotberg to serve. And we want to say thanks to Nordic Lanes and the fine folks, Sue and Scott Sordahl, up there at Nordic Lanes in Westby. League bowling going on. Open 7 days a week. And, of course, some of the best pizza you're going to find in our area. That ball hit out of bounds. G.E.T. with the point. 16-11. Brotberg with the serve to Zitzner. Nice pass. They'll set the ball up. Tip play at the net by Amorine. Good job there on the vision for Celia Amorine. And now she'll drop back to serve. 12-16 the score. Here's the shot. Not quite enough to get over the net. And it'll go back to G.E.T. Lettner to serve, 17-12. Well, if you're looking for some fine dining, it's the Old Town Inn on the south side of Westby. Steaks, fish specials. Tell you what, prime rib, Saturday and Sunday, if I remember right. That's the place to go in Westby and in Vernon County, the Old Town Inn. Well, timeout on the floor. We'll do the same. It's 18-12 score G.E.T. Taking a look at those sponsors as we get ready for the next serve. It's Premier Co-op supporting today's broadcast. It's 1893 Premier Co-op corporate office down in Mount Horeb helping us out. We appreciate that. Of course, you find them throughout our area. Eastman and, of course, Westby, Caston area. There's a play at the net. Who is in the net? They're going to say it was G.E.T, and it was number 7, Jada Helmers, reaching in, trying to kick that ball back to Viroqua and got her hand caught in the netting. 13 serving 18 for Jessica Anderson to Lettner on a nice pass. Here comes a big hit. That was Helmers. Viroqua was there to answer. Lettner gets to that ball. They pop it up into the air and out of bounds. Wow. Trying to come down this near sideline was O'Neill, and she just missed the line. 14 serving 18, Anderson. Here's the serve coming down to Lettner. Setting the ball up close to the net. Look out. That play, can they save it? Got to get it over. And they do just that in time. Lettner on a nice pass. Pushing the ball. That's an illegal hit. Pushing the ball that time. That was Helmers again. That time it was almost as if you grabbed the ball. That, though they don't, but that's kind of what it looks like. 15 serving 18 for Anderson and the Blackhawks. Pretty good swing and a hit there by 14 in O'Neill. Tip play at the net. Good job there. Wow, what a play. Natalie Rondo put that one right back on top of G.E.T. That was a very athletic play. Now the serve goes into the net. Anderson couldn't quite get that one to rotate up and over. Schultz comes back in. O'Neill comes out. Also re-entering is Schoonover. And Kirky steps out. Kayla Schultz with the serve. Comes down to Zitzner on the pass. They'll set it up. Cross-court hit. Too much on that one. That was Rondo right there. Had a good idea, but the ball carried on her by about 3 feet or better. Line drive serve to Sherry. They'll pop it into the air once again. The free hit, and it's out of bounds. That was Lydia Olson. Wanted to just come down this near sideline, and the ball got away from her. 21 serving 16. Schultz, line drive again to Sherry. They'll come right back to Sherry. She puts it down to that far sideline, and they'll score the point. Lettner and Schultz collided as they both went after the ball. Here comes Fox to re-enter for Olsen, for Lydia. Haley Sherry to serve. On the serve, that's to the back row. Now Schultz sets it up, and there's a good hit. Helmers picking up the win on that one. The point going back and the serve to G.E.T. Dufenbach re-enters. Hunter comes out of the game at 22-17. Nice low serve. Wow, that one ricocheted off from Fox. Wound up into the stands here. Comes rolling back out. Zitzner able to track it down. 23-17 here in game number 2. Trying to make a stop right here. That's going to come down off from the ceiling. Oh, they're going to make a good play on it, though. Nice job by Viroqua trying to save it, and G.E.T. did. Credit Helmers for a pretty good play. Now Schultz with a big-time play. Lettner in there. Schoonover, number 8, actually one who made a real nice play on a save on a running one-handed shot. Now they'll come back. Schultz with the hit. Viroqua, they'll return the favor. Schultz with the setup, back row. Dufenbach down to Zitzner, and it comes into the stands off from the miss hit. My goodness, what a volley on that one, folks. You got to like those kind of volleys because you know both teams are giving some pretty good effort on that. Here's game point. Anderson got to get it over. Trigestead able to do so to Lettner. Schultz sets it up, back set. Here comes Schoonover with the hit. Zissner was there. Letting them play on this one. Lettner up to the top. Brotberg down that far sideline. Now they got to get it over, and it's going to come out of bounds. Making a running stab at it was Jessica Anderson, and the final score is going to read 25-17. A very exciting, entertaining match here. Game in the game number 2, and the match now lead is 2-0 for G.E.T. Our thanks going out to those sponsors once again. Let's take a look here. How about Right Choice Construction bringing you tonight's action? Rich and the crew love to help you out. Free estimates as well. Give them a call. They're located at Black River Avenue in Westby. And our thanks to the River Bank supporting today's broadcast. The down home financial support. It is the River Bank, Westby, and Coon Valley. Well, finally, before we take that quick break, how about Scenic Bluffs Community Health? Scenic Bluffs Community Health, the corporate office located in Cashton, where you'll find medical, behavioral, dental, chiropractic, and boy, I tell you what, just a whole lot more. They do a wonderful job over there for the surrounding area. Quick break, we'll return and talk about Sleepy Hollow in just a few moments. Viroqua needs to win here in game number 3. Otherwise, this evening will be finished. Kayla Schultz will start things off here for G.E.T. Here's a quick touch pass down this near sideline. Schultz is there, and Schoonover gets it back over to Viroqua. Viroqua comes right back on the attack. Now, look out, Schoonover just out of bounds. She had a wicked shot there with that left arm swing, and puts it to the back row out of bounds. Olsen comes out, and Jessica Anderson will serve here at 1-0. To Lettner. Schultz sets it up. Brotberg on the hit. And it's going to be an illegal hit. I don't know if that was Brotberg or not over here now. She's on that front row. It might have been. Could have been Schoonover also. Duffenbach will come in to serve. She gets the ball down here to Zitzner. Anderson sets it up. Cross-court hit. It is on the line. What a shot over there by Rondo. Natalie had that one gauged about as well as you could hope. Lydia Olsen now comes out of the ball game. You're going to have Fox in the front row. And that's an ace. What a serve there by Sherry. 3 serving 1. Now they're going to try and get this. There we go. One of the spots for a standard on volleyball if you go the other direction. Metal plate kicked out. Here's a hard hit. Boy, Sherry able to make it, keep it in play, and then Zissner and Anderson, the ball kind of chewed them up. Hate to say it that way, but just kind of wound up on top of them and trying to make the best out of that one. Here is the serve, setting the ball up, and a nice hit. What a dig in there by G.E.T. Cross-court hit. That is going to be Schoonover. Redirected the ball down the path of the netting. Picked up the point. That's the second time that she's been able to do that. So you know she's done it before. There's the ball, not going to get over the net. Trying to dig that one out, and somehow Viroqua kept that one alive. What a play right there, and now back over Anderson. That was Fox with the hit. Looking to go back on the defensive side. Partial block in there. That might have been Triggerstead. Back row hit. That's tipped by Schoonover. Here comes Brotberg. That's going to be too deep. Boy, some hard hitting going on right there on that particular volley by both teams. That'll tie the game up at 4 apiece as the ball went out of bounds. And Triggerstead will, Gartner, I should say, will serve. Olivia comes over here to Lettner, and Schultz might have snuck away with one there. But, boy, I tell you what, Viroqua smoked that one to the far side, just inside that sideline. And it's 5 serving 4 for Gartner. That serve down to Lettner. Look out close to the net. Oh, they saved it. Good play by Schultz, playing that one off the net. There's Lettner on the pass. Schultz setting the ball up, and that's a tough play right there. She set that one up. It's called that short set, and making the most of it was Kylie Schmitz. And it's going to be 5 serving 5 here, game number 3. Looking to serve. Schoonover. Gets the whistle. Here's her approach. The left-handed smash, and it goes off the arm of Fox. Thanks to Sleepy Hollow, we mentioned them. Thanks to them for all their great support. And, of course, what they're doing here in the 3 different businesses. Take a pick on a type of vehicle that you want, they're sure to find it if they don't have it. Well, there's an illegal hit, kind of one of those scoop shots, if you will, and that was Schoonover. She'll come out of the ball game after her serve is now done, and returning is Kirky. Also coming back in is Olsen for Rondo. Olsen to serve. That comes down to the back row with Doofenbach setting the ball up. No, not this time for Kylie Schmitz. The ball kicked right back at her. Olsen on the serve. It comes down. Free hit back to Viroqua. Olsen sets it up for Fox, and she'll get that one to drop. Came down this near sideline and hit it behind Kirky. That was a nice athletic play right there. Olsen to serve one more time as it goes to Lettner. Good pass. They'll set the ball up. cross-court hit. Brotberg again going to the far side, had too much on it. And we're going to get a timeout now by G.E.T. When we come back, it's 9-6, Viroqua out in front. Thanks going out to those sponsors once again. How about, let's see, we haven't talked about Snowflake Ski and Golf. That's right, located down there at County P, Timber Coulee. Still plenty of time for some golfing action. Nice place to go. It's pretty scenic and quiet. Not a bad place to go, and the food's pretty good too. Thanks to Steve and the crew. Vernon Communications, where you're watching on the school channel, provided for all of our area school districts. We thank Vernon Communications for a job well done with that. And, of course, streaming on Vernon Communications. Here is the play now, and that is, good job by Sherry. That was going to drop in, and now cross-court hit. Brotberg able to save it. Lettner from the back row just got it over the top of the net, and it dropped into no man's land. Coming back into the ball game is going to be number 12 in Hunter in that front row. She comes in for Doofenbach. Meanwhile, Brotberg will serve here as G.E.T. trails 7-10. Viroqua needs game number 3 or the night is done. That's going to be out of bounds. Fox making a nice attempt there to try and get to that ball. Brotberg with a couple 3 hard bounces, slams on the floor. Now they're ready. Big hit there. That was Fox. Tell you what, she's improved on her hitting. Speaking of hitting, that one is too far. And now they're going to say somebody for Viroqua touched it. So that's a tough break because that was a point coming there for Viroqua as the ball looked to be out. 9-10. Head coach Katie Schwartz would like to know the number on that one and who touched it. There's the hit. That comes down to Kirky, able to save it. Now that was 12 in Hunter. Viroqua coming right back, trying to keep the defense on G.E.T., but man, somebody answered there. I think looking at that one, that must have been O'Neill on the hit. 10 serving 10, just like that. We're knotted up. Brotberg on the low serve, dug out nicely, and it's going to be just out of bounds. Trying to put it in that back corner, and Viroqua just missed. That might have been Jessica Anderson with a good idea. Whoever it was, they just missed on that one. Here's Zissner on the bump, setting the ball up. Anderson with the hit. I'll come back, and O'Neill. Oh, check that, not O'Neill. That was Hunter, and she had a little too much muscle on that as it goes out of bounds. So Fox to serve, and she'll do the same. That line drive serve just kept carrying. 12 serving 11 for Lettner and crew. As we say thanks to Vernon Electric Cooperative, serving 10,000 patrons in western and southwestern Wisconsin with affordable electrical energy. Sherry tries to pass that ball forward. Couldn't get enough height on it, and it drops to the floor rather quickly. 13 serving 11. Lettner coming right back to Sherry. Gets the ball up into the air, and now a tip play at the net. That was Amorine. And there's a hard hit just out of bounds here on the near side. Coming cross court, looking to try and pick up the point was Hunter, and she had a little too much steam on that one. Amrine dropping back to serve here at 12-13, and that was on the line. I thought so. Caught this back corner, and you couldn't ask for a better spot. We've seen a couple of those tonight. Amrine with the game knotted at 13. Comes back down. She'll get another point and the lead to Viroqua. 14-13. Vernon Manor Healthcare on the north side of Viroqua. For well over 100 years now, they've been part of the Vernon County and, of course, supporting those that are in need of rehabilitative care. There is an ace. What a shot there on the serve. Amrine on a roll here for Viroqua. They're up by 2 at 15-13. That was Lettner. They'll come right back. Cross-court hit. Nice job by Amrine. Here's a short set. They'll push it to that far side, and that was number 7 in Helmers. Tell you what, she's come up with some big hits tonight. 14 serving 15 for Kayla Schultz. The sophomore setter back into the ball game. And she serves to Sherry. On a nice pass, Olsen back to Sherry. And that ball not going to get over. Just in case, it was Schoonover waiting in the wings along with Helmers. 15 apiece now in game number 3. That one just got over the net, and that was Sherry keeping the ball alive. Now a nice hit by Sherry to that far side. Brotberg making an effort to go get it. Almost wound up into the bleachers, running so hard. Here is Anderson on the serve to Lettner. Schultz tipped that one back over to Sherry. They'll reset, and can they save it? Oh my goodness, they did. That was crazy. And they're going to say Sherry was in the net. That was just a ridiculous save there by G.E.T. Somehow they pulled it off, and it's knotted at 16 apiece. Here's Zissner. That ball goes back into the stands. Vernon Memorial Healthcare. So much care, so close. We thank them for their terrific support, as always. Check out their website for safety and healthy ideas. Here is the play. That was Rondo with the free hit, setting the ball up to Brotberg. Over here to Sherry. Play at the net is going to drop down. Helmers was there waiting. Tipped it away from the front line, and now a timeout here for Viroqua. 18 serving 16, G.E.T. back in the lead. Our thanks going out to the VFW of Viroqua. No one does more for veterans than the VFW. Take a look and try out their Friday night fish. It is delicious. The Viroqua Booster Club has been doing a terrific job of supporting Viroqua athletic teams over the course of a number of years. If you'd like to become a member, contact Eric Anderson or Carl Zuby. Here is the serve at 18-16. Viroqua trying to go on the attack, and they do. Punching that one down, that was Trigestad. Haley Sherry drops back to serve at 17-18. Thanks to the Viroqua Dental Center, Dr. Leon Klum. What a place to go when it comes to taking care of your dental work. There's a play that Schoonover puts the ball down on the wrong side of the net. It's your next beautiful smile just waiting at the Viroqua Dental Center, north side of Viroqua. Here is a hard shot. Sherry with a big-time save. Back to Sherry. Can she get it over? Yes, she does. Good job there by the Blackhawks. Tip play at the net. Viroqua looks to reset. Trigestad, not this time. Boy, she had a good swing. The ball just unfortunately got even with the net as she took the swing. Otherwise, if it was about another 6 inches up, that might have been a really big-time hit. Well, it's going to be 19 apiece as G.E.T. serves the ball into the net, giving that serve and point back to Viroqua. Here comes Olivia Gartner looking to serve. Good swing and a miss hit there between Dufenbach and Lettner. Probably, I think it was Dufenbach who got her hands in there first. It's 20 serving 19. Trying to make that comeback and get a win here in game number 3. Blackhawks. That's going to go out of bounds. It'll be 20 serving 20 here as back into the ball game comes number 14 in O'Neill. Schultz will come out. Zitzner back in for Viroqua. You've got Rondo, Anderson, and Amorine in the front row for the Blackhawks. Here's the approach. Schoonover with the hit. That goes to Sherry. They'll come across court on that setup. Back over here to G.E.T. There's Brotberg. And boy, right on top of Fox. And Aaliyah, best she could do, got the hand on it, and the ball kicked back to the auxiliary little gym. 21-20. There is a nice play on the scoop getting down. That was Sherry. Back to Lettner on the hit. Tipped back over to Viroqua. They'll reset. That is Fox trying to get it down to Lettner. Tip play back at the net again. Going the wrong direction. Got to be a free hit. It hits the rafter and drops on the wrong side. Katie Schwartz says, do I have a timeout left? They do, and she'll take it right now. Our thanks going out to, how about the Viroqua Food Co-op, your organic grocery store? What a place to go when it comes to all your organic food needs. We'll take a break and come back. 22-20 your score, G.E.T. in front. Locally grown organic food from all of our area farmers that come there, and I tell you what, it's a nice place to go. Varsity Funeral Home in Westby and Viroqua helping us out. That's Jay Varsity and family. Well, Schoonover hits that one into the net, so it's a great timeout by head coach Katie Schwartz to stop that scoring trend by G.E.T. Here comes Ava Olsen now as she looks to serve. Cottage cheese capital of the world. Well, that is the Westby and the Westby Co-op Creamery helping out with tonight's action. Here's a cross-court hit. That goes right back to Olsen. It's going to be Sherry with the free hit to Lettner. They'll look to set it up. Short set. Trying to put that one down. That was a nice dig in there by Anderson. Big time hit. Oh, what a play by Lettner just to get her hands on it. and coming right back was O'Neill. Now Lettner popping the ball up, got to tip it over, and that's exactly what they did. They couldn't do anything but tip the ball, and that's where O'Neill came in. She was able to do that, and now it's 23-21. Back into the ball game comes Aaliyah Hunter and Brotberg to serve. 23-21 here. Got to get the ball back. There's Olsen. They'll come across to Fox with a good hit. And now redirecting G.E.T. Here's Fox one more time. That comes down to O'Neill. Check that in. Back it goes here. That was number 12 in Hunter. And not able to get it over the net. Viroqua within a point. Wow. All of a sudden, a little mistake there by G.E.T. Here is Fox, line drive. That was Brotberg, got to get it over. Helmers, yep, she did it again. Right down this near sideline, and trying to dig it out was Fox. Olsen comes in, it's game point. Check out the Westby Co-op Creamery, the new store also in downtown, the center of Westby. Here's the play. This is game point. Got to get the ball back and score some offensive points. What a save there. That was Brotberg coming through. Back row hit. Lettner is there. Short set. Look out. Out of bounds it goes. Somebody, an official, is saying that it was touched here by Viroqua, and that'll do it. 25-23. Didn't see who hit that one, but the umpire on the floor was calling it right away. Our thanks going out to the Westby Co-op Credit Union, bringing you today's action. We thank Kevin Hauser and all of his crew, and not only in Westby and Viroqua, but of course in Coon Valley, Cashton, down in Richland Center, over in the Reedsburg, and of course Wisconsin Dells area also. Well, there you have it. The final scores tonight. It becomes a 3-0 sweep for G.E.T. Some pretty good ball games here. A lot of great action. G.E.T. wins by a rather substantial margin, 25-15 in game 1. A little closer in game 2, 25-17. I think the game was maybe played a little better than what the score indicated here in game number 2. Then in game number 3, I tell you what, Viroqua, with some terrific effort here, got to within a couple of points, but they just couldn't get over the hump here, and G.E.T. picks up the win, 25-23, to go with that sweep. Well, Thursday night, Viroqua travels to West Salem to finish off their season before tournament time starts, and we'll see what happens with the tournament time. I know we're going to be working some sub-sectional cross-country meets where Brookwood is hosting on Monday night, and we'll follow Cashton, and we haven't had a chance to watch Cashton too much, just one other cross-country meet. And then Tuesday night, it's another sub-sectional hosted by Westby. We'll be over there on the tape delay basis so you can see some of our area teams as they compete to try and get to sectionals and possibly to the state tournament in cross-country. Well, there you have it, folks. We hope that you enjoyed watching this Western Wisconsin Video Production LLC of Viroqua volleyball action. And we wish them the best of luck at West Salem and for tournament time. We'll see you real soon, somewhere on the court, or Friday night we'll be in Westby for the Westby Norsemen's first football game coming up here at 7 o'clock on Channel 7.